Hey everybody, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up in this video. I keep getting my phone short, this thing cuts it off, so I gotta keep making videos. So here we go. In conclusion, hopefully, I want to just say that this is largely pertaining to, I mean, yeah, female relationships. It's also for, friendships, but this was sparked by, the idea of potentially getting involved with a female, man. And how I feel about it, because like I feel like I've developed some type of like and this is, I think, also has to do with, the 5 or 6 years of excessive kratom abuse that I've been consuming. I mean, for, it's largely been for about 5 6 years, man. I have been taking a lot of kratom, and that it does, make me not want to communicate as much as I would without it. So it does that, and it also gets me high. So then it's like on top of me being high and like, docile, and because when you're like that, you don't have the same type of needs that you do when you're sober. So it's like it's easier for you just to sit and chill or just do your own thing instead of trying to engage, interact with other people, and connect with other people. And then kratom itself, for me especially, I think I've been told by others, and I've seen other and people, saying how it can make them quiet and shit. So there is other stats to prove that it does kind of not make you as talkative. So anyways, these types of things that's all the information that I've been absorbing this last 5 years or so. So I've picked up a lot of that, and that is, and then I've also been dealing with like the friendship thing and me pushing it, and that's a lot of the reason why I pushed a lot of my friends away was because of my addictions. Um, and so then I've reached this point in my life to where it's like, man, I don't want to continue using anymore, man. Like I'm tired of fucking this self-destructive fucking cycle, this loop. I'm tired of feeling like shit and lonely and dependent and just weak and, killing my body and just, letting people down and just like not doing things as good as I could have done. Like I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. But at the same time, so anyways, I just want to try to wrap this up without getting too off tangent on things. What I want to say is like I'm a little rusty, in regards to being a lover and this and that. But I know, and part of me is like trying to block me from doing that, because it's like my defense. Like I don't know, I have like I think, a part of me feels like it's a defense mechanism inside myself that wants to like push people away so that I don't get hurt anymore. But that's also like that's not going to solve the problem, because I know I need people, man. I don't, I'm 37 years old. Like this, it's so, and it's not what I really want. Like I know I want to be with somebody. I want friends in my life. Like that's, so. See, I can feel like myself trying to fight myself. It's really strange. So what I'm really that's really what these videos has all been about, is just to let people know that there is like many different aspects to me, and one aspect of myself, which is I've been feeding a lot, is this, solitude, like kind of like a lone, even though I've never wanted to be a lone wolf, that's kind of what I've turned into, mentality. And because of that, and the fact that I haven't spoken and had a good communication like with anybody in a very long time, like consistently, it makes me, skeptical in my ability to connect to people, man. And like a part of me like gets me thinking like, oh, you're not going to get there, you don't deserve it, you're not going to be good enough, they're going to be bored of you, and like all these fucking things that, I mean, are really not loving at all. And it's like it's not even true. Like I know that when I do, I like to speak, I love connecting with people. That's one of my favorite things to do, is having good conversations. So especially when it's people with stuff that I love to do, and that I feel a good connection and relatability to. So I know that's what I want, and I also know it's what I need, because that in itself is a huge stimuli. It's a healthy stimuli. There's all different types of stimuli. You can stimulate yourself in a healthy way, or you can, unhealthy way. And it's like having good conversations that help build good connections and relationships is a healthy stimuli. Especially for somebody in my position, it's probably one of the best things that I could do for myself, and on multiple different levels. And then to also be there for them, So that's all. That's kind of, I guess that's pretty much it. Sorry if I'm getting a little. And then there's also the part of me that's worried, like, hey man, you got a good thing going, don't want to fuck it up, so just stay away, just keep it perfect, don't touch it at all, because otherwise you might fuck it up. I gotta get over that. Like it's not like, that's me just wanting to like safeguard it and be comfortable with the success I have, instead of continuing to strive for more, to continue to push and to continue to develop even deeper, more intimate connections with people. I think that's what I should be doing, but part of me, it does have this weird mentality towards like when I do a good job at something, I want to just like leave it there in that good space, because I don't want to fuck it up, because I fucked up a lot of things, man. So And then there's also just my own ego and the fact that, I don't want to deal with, the failure and look at the failure and admit to the failure and then feel the rejection and all these types of things. But that's a part of life, man. Like, you got to deal with that shit. If you don't deal with it, you run away from it, you're going to end up right where I am, which is all alone, essentially. I have family, which I'm very grateful for. But as far as like peers and people that you really choose to connect with, friends and lovers and this and that, like I don't have that. I haven't had that in a very long time, in a very consistent manner. So anyways, sorry, I'm getting a little off topic again. So yeah, I mean, but I know it's what I want, and I'm willing to give it a shot. I really am willing to give it a shot and just to see where it goes. Because it's another step of my own evolution here and my own growth is to grow in this area, because it's one of the ways that I'm really rusty in, man. And it's something that I feel I need on a cellular level, if that's a word. So I'm gonna keep. And a particular person does. I mean, I've never felt the type of connection that I've potential. Because that's really what it is. Cause it's like we've never been together or anything like that. But it's like the time that I've spent talking with her in the past and just seeing her and like the vibe I get when I think about her, like that continues to be whom I feel the most highly, attracted to and have the highest ability to connect with. So. Anyways, I think that's. I feel like I didn't do enough. Anyways, all right. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.